reason. So I'm starting this new one. This is day number 3, part 2 of the live stream. I'll label that, and I'm going to go to YouTube Studio now and see why that cut off. The signal appears to be strong. I'm using the same streaming phone I use all the time, and the connection here is pretty strong. So I'm going to check that out. I'm still working on dividing this footage, and I think I'm going to stop that in a moment. I'm going to shoot another video for the channel. I'm still here at the mall. I'm going to let you guys take a peek out at what I see from my point of view right now. And I think this mic is still working, I think. So what I'll do is I'll just cut the scenes I have. So I'll pause this for now. And let's see if I can get back into YouTube Studio. Okay, so I have a shot of the mall out there. Okay, yeah, I see this. I can pan this up a little bit more, get off of the table, see what I have out there. All right, so I'll let you guys look at that for a few moments while I try to see. Let me adjust the title. DAY 3 part 2. So I'll save that so that I know what these streams are. Thanks for stopping by. I had a little problem with my initial stream that I loaded up this morning. So I'm streaming again. I'm down here at Orange Door Spaces, and I'm streaming this event. Orange Door Spaces is located in Redondo Beach, California, and I've been here since this morning, and this is my 3rd day. The streaming is going pretty smooth. I have this new microphone on that has some really good noise cancellation, and so there is music playing, atmospheric music playing in the background. But once I went home yesterday and I looked at some of the footage, I really couldn't hear it. So I'm about to plan a little shoot here right behind me. I just going to do another acting up shoot, I think. I'm going to look over my list to see what was on my list for the next shoots, and I'm going to shoot one of those right now here in Orange Door Spaces in Redondo Beach, and maybe edit that tonight and get that out to you guys, focusing on acting, new actors. I'm doing right now, what I'm here, and the whole purpose of this is to show you some of my editing process. What happened was today, I'm so far working on a feature film. And one of the first steps when you're editing a film with a lot of content is you have to organize it. So I've been going through the footage, organizing the footage, getting it ready. I even started editing some of the opening credits, and I have mostly all the opening credits. So what I think my game plan will be, there's still some footage that needs to be shot. So my game plan will be to just edit the scenes that I do have. Don't focus on the scenes that I'm missing right now. I'll put placeholders there. So I'll create some placeholders and I'll put those where the scenes will go when I get them. And that will help me keep moving forward. So I'll have some kind of spacing to know there's a scene that goes there. Once I get it, I'll edit it and plug it in. So again, everything is going smooth here. I have my display set up over there so that people walking by in the mall can see what I'm doing here. I even have a QR code if anyone wants to go to my channel. It's not as crowded as I thought it was going to be, but not this Saturday, but the following Saturday I might come on a weekend. I've only been here during the week, and it's a pretty nice mall. It's small, it's older. It gets some foot traffic, but not as much as you would think. The days of the malls are slowly dying, and there's a lot of people here right now. Some walking by, taking a look at me, trying to see what I'm doing. It's humorous, but I have a display monitor out running a commercial about my content and identifies my channel. It has a QR code, so if anyone's really interested, they can take that QR code and go to the channel, or just type in my name, unedited, with James Adam Tucker, and that'll take you right to my YouTube channel. Any of you guys that are watching the playback, please follow the link below, go to my channel, look at some of my content. If you like it, subscribe and then share it. Trying to move towards my first 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting close to 800, so I'm slowly climbing up that ladder. I'm going to start doing some more humor because I noticed that my humorous content was being accepted more, and I was getting a lot more subscribers. I started doing a little bit more education because I see that's working also, focusing on my acting. I'm a former acting teacher also and a former filmmaking teacher. So I had those credentials, and I do teach, but I want to get on here on YouTube again and make more humorous content, series content, because I've been trying to create some more series that can be shown on YouTube. YouTube exclusive. Some here in the vertical stream. I put a drama kind of dark comedy on YouTube already called Roulette. I have the first 10 streaming episodes up. You can find them on my channel, and my channel at the link below. And you can those are vertical for your phone. And that's what I want to create some of that content. I know there's a big market in that overseas. And I know some companies have tried that here in the US. They didn't have much success. Actually, I acted in one of them. You can find that on my channel also. It was called The Death in the Ring. And I played one of the main characters. So yeah, check out some of that content. Check out some of my acting. I have a lot of content up there. And this event, like I said, it's the third day. This is part 2 of the third day. The first stream got cut off. For some reason, the streaming is pretty slow today. It's been strong every other day. I don't know if it's because I have YouTube Studio on, or I don't know if there might be more people here streaming than the previous days. So we'll see. But everything appears to be going fine. I might be able to lower my, let me take a look here, see if I can lower my, one second. Trying to get back to my stream here. I don't want to lower it. I want to go back, show live video. Oh, okay, here we go. So I just was checking to see on my streaming, but I don't see any. It seems to be streaming okay. Every time I look in YouTube Studio, I see the image is a little pixelated, and I guess that's probably what you guys are receiving also. So it's just a matter of being able to live stream and get a strong signal. So let me check the audio. I haven't checked that in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so the audio appears to be working well. And that's this new wireless mic I have on right here, right here. It's has a noise cancellation built in, and it sounded pretty good. So I ordered myself one, and I'm going to be using that when I'm doing this streaming here, as opposed to relying on the built-in mic from the camera, because you always get the mic closer. That's what I teach. That's what I preach, and you have better audio. So I'm going to do that too. I can even hide this mic under my shirt if I wanted to, but there's no need for these kind of videos. So I'm going to move it back a little bit and let you guys see what I'm doing. And continue working. Let me check this camera. I don't think I'm recording. I wanted to stop with the B-roll for a while. Oh yeah, I can shut it down for a while. There's not that many people here today, so I don't want to overdo a shooting on B-roll like I've been doing. Shot a little bit of footage, too much footage. I won't be using it. I might actually have enough B-roll footage for a while. Get a little chapstick out of here. I gotta look and check how long that first stream lasted, and then add this together. Oh, so it's 2 hours. So I'll stay about another 2 more hours and then wrap that up. So what I've accomplished so far today was getting the streams up. So I have part 2, I have day 3, part 2, day 3, and come back tomorrow and run some more. So I see that. Let's see if I'm making any progress. So I'm going to probably go back to the film I'm editing. So I did divide the footage. So I'll go back to edit. I'll go back to edit. I'll put the HVX down here because I'm not going to use that anymore today. I might post some more shots later. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm checking my shorts now to see. And every time I cut out, right, I get this little extra footage here, which is kind of weird. And I just go back and delete it. A little short piece of footage that moves under shorts. I'm going to delete that. It's called a highlight. That's kind of weird. So I've gotten some views on some of the content I put up today, and it's working really well. So what I'm going to do now is look at this, go look what my live stuff is doing today. I put up how actors survive constant rejection. Need to get some more views over there. I'm going to check out my shorts. So yeah, those are set to funnel down to how actors survive rejection, which is good. That's where I want them to go. So I have my live replay. I just made that live, the first part of day 3. I'm going to have the second part of day 3 because the stream had cut out for some reason. The signal was getting kind of weak. It appears to be strong now. Let's shut this down. Yeah, the signal looks good. Let me check the sound again. It's good. Let me check the sound again. So I guess every once in a while I need to refresh it so that I know that the signal is coming through strong. Hello, hello. Thanks for watching. Please go to my channel, check out some of my footage. If you like what you see, please share it. I've been getting people to share my footage, which I do appreciate. And I've also been getting a number of people signing up to my subscription on my channel. Thank you. Check out some of my playlists. I have a number of playlists with multiple videos in there. I have some comedy called Acting Up. Check that out. There's a lot of comedy in there. And then also in Laz Acting School has a lot of comedy in the playlist. So check that out. And I hope you like what you see and keep coming back. I appreciate that. It's going to help me continue to build the channel, which is what I'm trying to do. I want to monetize here, and then I'm going to go out and start finding some sponsors because I'm going to be creating original content for YouTube. That's my main goal, to create original content here on YouTube that's more humorous. I noticed that there aren't that as much as there used to be here on YouTube, and it would be good to have more. I'm going to encourage other creators to create more humorous content, not just the wacky games and stunts and pranks they play on each other, but hopefully my goal is to create that content, bring people on with me to work with me and create that content. So I've done that a lot in the past in what I call, I guess, the linear world of content creation. And this was all before we had the digital online world. And, you know, it was more of a linear system. That's what I call it. And I like this new version here because there's less gatekeepers. You don't have to prove to, I've worked with a lot of distributors. I've worked with a lot of video distribution companies, and you're always constantly convincing people that, yes, the public's going to like this. Yes, the public's going to like this. But the great thing is with YouTube, create something, put it up, see if you guys are going to like it right away. If you do, I make more of it. If you don't, I move on to something else. I love that. And that's my work plan here, creating content on my YouTube channel. So go check it out. And if you like it, please subscribe. I'm going to go back and try to do a little bit more editing on this feature film I'm working on. I had a little bit of a slow start today with that. So I'm here. I'm going to cut it. I was looking for some of the missing footage, but I just found out from the producers some scenes haven't been shot. So I'm just going to I'm going to stop with the organization part, and I'm going to just go into editing and edit the scenes that I do have. So I'm going to start at the list. I'm going to start at the top of the list and start plugging in the scenes that I do have and just moving forward to complete the rough cut. And what I will do is when I get to a scene that I don't have, I will just put a placeholder there until I find out if there's supposed to be a scene there or not. So that's how I'm going to proceed. And that will give me, a big template of the film, and then I can go make the necessary changes. But basically editing the content that I do have so that I can keep on track with my schedule to finish this. What I probably will do is let you guys see a little bit of the mall and see a little bit of my commercial. Or what I might do is move this over here so it won't be so blocked by the monitor. All right, so yeah, I'll let you look at that in between while I'm editing. And going to, again, get back on that. Hello, thanks for stopping by. Please check out my channel. I'm here at the mall, Orange Door Spaces, Redondo Beach, California. You can check out their website. It's a workspace for content. I decided to come down here, put myself on display, do some creating, talk to you guys, and continue to shoot. So good. I'm going to pan back out while you guys are working there. And I'm going to continue to work on this film I've been working on. I was organizing the footage, but I found out some of the footage was missing. So what I'm going to do is just edit the footage that I do have. So let me get to that. I'll show you what's going on here. And you can still see the mall. You can see some of the footage I'm working on. You can see the people walking by. I'm going to move my thing over here. Turn this a little bit more towards you might be good. Just give you an idea of what I'm working on here. I can even pivot this a little bit more, get it out of the way. Yeah, that was good. That opened up. Push it all back. That opened up more of the mall. So all in all, I still feel this was an interesting idea. Experiment. Putting myself on display here live. Gonna make a little documentary about it. Either way, however it comes out. So I have the titles for this. I need to see, what is this? Oh, I need to close that. I closed the wrong button. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do now, let's see, I need to get back to the project. This needs to be closed. This bin needs to be closed panel. Okay, that's what I did wrong. All right, so I'm going to find the script. I'm going to open it, take a peek at it. Or I'm trying to decide, might be more time effective if I do shoot something. I think it will be. Let's see what I can shoot. I'll do a behind the scenes shoot. So what I'm going to do is just save this for now. I'll work on this weekend. Think through the whole process. Again, I thought through it today. I did some work organizing the footage, pulling it all in, dividing it. So that was good. What I need to do now, let's see. I probably should shoot something. This has been another 24 minutes. What I could do is grab myself a few more selfies for thumbnails at the mall so I can show you guys where I'm at. Oh yeah, that's a nice one too. Because I took a bunch where I was looking out the mall window. So this will work also. And we can use this to show where I'm, the locations I'm at. Mhm. That's a good one. I got the camera behind me. So I'm going to send these to my computer. Okay. So I should have those there. Okay. My phone charged on? Oh, your phone's charged on. So that was like 30 more minutes. Let's download these. So what I need to do is shoot something. I'm going to do that now. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and shoot something. Let's find something. I could edit later. Shoot something on this location. Let's find a topic. Okay, let's see what this says. Pick a topic out of here. So I did rejection. Let's see what's next. Oh, we can talk to it. Let's see. Create a YouTube summary that talks about joining a casting website for actors and why actors need to be part of a casting website. Some of the websites they can look at are Backstage, Actors Access, Casting Networks. Um, Craigslist has stuff, but it's always not legitimate. You have to be very careful on Craigslist. But there are always new acting casting sites online. So give me 10 talking points for a YouTube video about why actors need to belong to these casting websites and why they need to look out for dangerous sites like Craigslist, where you can't trust everyone, and why an actor has to be smart about even using popular casting sites, because you never know when someone may be trying to play a trick on you or do something shady. So you have to be careful when you are involved with these casting sites. Thanks for stopping by. I'm here at the Orange Door. Now I keep saying the name wrong. Let me make sure I'm going to say the name right. I'm here at the Orange Door Spaces down in Redondo Beach, California, and I'm doing a live streaming event. This is my third day, and everything seems to be going smooth again. I've created some content yesterday, edited it, put it up. It's for Acting Up. Go to my channel, you'll see it. It'll be the first shoot I did there. I'm focusing on this live stream also because what I plan to do with this live stream is create a YouTube limited series about the whole process and why I decided to do this and how I pivoted my business to YouTube and how I'm working forward with YouTube as a partner in my business, actually, where I can use it as a distribution tool for the content I create. So that's going to be in a little teeny documentary that I'm going to create, limited documentary for YouTube. I probably will have a horizontal version, and I'll have the regular 16:9 version, and it'll all be here on YouTube. You can take a look at that once that's done. But the primary reason is old-fashioned publicity stunt, where I put myself on display in this moment, and I'm in the front window. I'm doing my editing, talking to you guys, doing the live streaming, and trying to build up the popularity of my channel, let you guys know who I am. As I've been using this vertical live stream, I found out that this was the most popular way that my channel has been discovered. And people are going to my channel. I have almost 800 subscribers now. So I'm slowly crawling my way to the big 1,000. And I'm almost to the halfway point. I'm working on the halfway point of the watch hours. 4,000 watch hours is a lot of watch hours. I have ideas to do shows that have even a wider appeal. And so I'm working on that also. But my core content is for new actors, directors, and editors. I've been working as an actor, director, and editor for the past 35 years. So I have a lot of experience. I've been sharing that. If you go to my channel, you'll see many of the videos that I've done that share my experience working in the field, working in this industry. I even have some samples of my work as an actor. A series I created here on YouTube called Behind the Cut. There's a playlist for that, and you can actually see some of those episodes in the vertical live stream. So you can find out a lot of what's going on, what I'm doing here on YouTube, and how I'm continuing to create content and pivot my business here towards YouTube. Now, I still do productions for businesses, nonprofits, profit companies. I also manage websites now. I'm a content manager, project manager for a city in Georgia, where I oversee all their social media. I rebuilt their website. I upload all the content when necessary and create videos and just keep a lot of the behind the scenes stuff running. And that's one of my big remote clients. So I have also websites I also do websites for individuals, actors, actresses. So I'm pretty much pivoting my business to this new world of online media and content. And that's where YouTube comes in and plays a big picture in what my plans are, having an outlet for the original content that I'm going to be creating. Like right now, I'm going to do a video on why web casting sites matter for actors. And I'm going to set that up. I'm going to record that, and I'll use that to get the word out for more content. What I need to do is just reminded myself, if I'm going to record that, I need to put on my my F2 mic so that I can get good sound. I'm going to keep this mic on also, which is the mic that's recording the sound for you guys here on this vertical live stream. So let me get set, and you can watch. I'll let you see behind the scenes of me recording this piece for my YouTube channel. So I'm going to put you over here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit as I get everything together. So first thing first, I need to pull that mic out so that I don't forget to put it on, because I am wearing a mic, but I need to wear two mics. One will be for One will be for the Zoom, excuse me, one will be for the HVX 200, and the other one will be for this. So let's see what these talking points are going to be. Why casting sites matter. Let's clean this up a bit. I usually talk from talking points so I can keep on track. When I first started, I would wander a bit, but this helps me stay on track. Now let's see if I can have this here, then I could actually put my HVX right here next to it, and I can peek off at what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put you guys back here so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring the HVX up here. Bring it nice and close so I can get a good shot. It's still a good camera after all these years. I haven't been shooting content on it, but it works well. So what I'm going to do is, no, I'm going to need to put the HVX. Oh, maybe I will use this as a backdrop this time. I haven't used this as a backdrop yet. So the location where I'm shooting is here. I'll use that as the backdrop. And I'll put the content on my my cell phone. That's smart. Let's see. So autofocus is on. Oh, now how to get off? It keeps going off. That's weird. It must be me doing it, because how would it do it by itself? Okay, so it is working. It's just slow. So I'm going to open the brightness up a little bit. F-stop. Maybe 2.8. Let's try that. Actually, this might even be better. Let's try this. Yeah, that's nice. Or, no, I have to be in the front. So I'm going to send this content out to my cell phone so that I can peek on it on my cell phone as I talk to you guys. Okay, so that's on my cell phone now. Let me shut that off for a second. And what I'm going to do, let's shut this down. Oh, well, I'll edit it tonight. I'm not going to edit it today. So I'll shut that down too. I'm going to save it. Once I get home, I can edit that. All right. So I'm going to get this on my cell phone. And then we're going to put on my mic. And I'm going to shoot this video. Okay, great. So we're going to put on the F2 mic. Gonna need some batteries. And the great thing about using the F2 mic is that I still have the on-camera mic as a backup in case something happens. It's always good, especially with this type of mic where you can't hear the sound while you're recording it, which is a drawback. But I've been using it a lot, and appears to be very reliable. At least this unit does. I did have a unit that went out on me, and still disappointed. And I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm still disappointed because I sent it back to Zoom to get it repaired, and they didn't want to repair it. Well, they said they would repair it, but really what they wanted to do was sell me another unit, and I didn't need another unit. I just needed that one fixed. But what can you do? You live and you learn. I'm gonna put that up here, button my shirt up. So I'll have both of these mics on. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I have too much of this one now. There we go. I was pulling the wrong wire. So I have this mic on. Put it in my pocket. Turn it on before I forget. Tighten that up. Turn on the power. So the power's on. And I'm going to start recording, testing, and I put it on hold. And then testing. And once it's on hold, if I even press the button by mistake, it will stay on. So that's good. It's on hold, it's record. No, see, okay. What I didn't do, I don't see the red light. So that means I didn't press recording. There you go. The red light has to be on. The recording light, red. Then I put it on hold. I almost made a mistake. Okay. And I had made that mistake in the past and it was really frustrating, but I didn't do it again just now, which is good. So it's recording, it's red. And so I'm going to put that in here. Now I'm going to go over here with my HVX. And I think I'm going to, where am I going to shoot this at? I might just get a chair, put it right there so I won't be so far away. Take my little chair, put it right here. Nice. Have that as the background. Or have me here. Yeah, that's better. This will be a nice, interesting shot. I'll move this pillow, put it up here. And I'll bring you guys over here so you can see what I'm doing. You can see behind the scenes. Let's see. So you'll be able to see me and hear me as I shoot this. Okay, great. Okay. Let me take out my talking points, focus on what I'm doing. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. I might move a little bit closer. Turn on a little bit of an angle. I think it's good. Okay. All right, so we have the sound on. We have both sounds on. You guys can see me here behind the scenes of this. So I'll put this, I can actually put this up as a separate video. So we're gonna start this. The autofocus looks pretty good. I haven't used this autofocus on this camera in years. Okay, so let's roll. Okay, there we go. Camera's rolling, sound's rolling. Why do digital casting websites matter? Because that's how you make connections. You can find projects that are there as an actor. You can find projects that are there that are looking for actors. Maybe your type. You can find projects there that are in development. You can find projects that are pre-development, looking for writers, looking for musicians, looking for all types of talent. That's why these digital casting websites are important. But what I want to talk about too is more, you know what, let me do a take two. Let's do a take two. Let's just do a take two. Sorry, you saw me mess up. I did a take. I started jumping ahead. I have my talking points here so that I won't go off script, but I did go off script anyway. So let's try this again. Why do casting websites matter to actors so much? Because this is where you can find the work, especially when you're new and you don't have a lot of experience. You decided, okay, I want to get into acting. I want to learn the business. I want to learn how to do this, if I have the talent, if I'm available to do this. So we're still rolling, we're still rolling, we're still rolling. Sound is rolling, camera's rolling. I keep going off of, I'm focusing just on actors. Why are casting websites important? Actors desperately need casting websites, especially new actors. Actors who are established would probably never have a reason to look at a casting website. But actors who are just starting out, if you don't have I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm getting distracted because I am here at the mall. So let's try this again. You guys are getting to see all my bloopers. I actually do make bloopers. Okay, here we go. Why do casting websites matter? They're very important to actors, especially new actors. If you don't have an agent, if you don't have a manager, if you don't have anyone who can help you find work, casting websites are where you can find work. You can find projects that are development. You can find projects that are just starting out. You can find projects that are in the process of looking for writers, who are looking for people to edit, who may be looking for special effects, but actors. For actors, it's very important, especially new actors, like I just said, because this is where you get started. This is where you can get cast in productions when you don't have a lot of experience. And that's the hardest part about starting as an actor. So casting websites like Backstage, Actors Access, Casting Network, you need to set up free platforms on all of these sites. Now, there are other casting websites out there. Some of them you have to be real careful with because they try to charge you an upfront fee. They charge you to make submissions when a part comes out that's right for you. They won't let you submit something if you don't have a membership. So do your research. Go on Google. Now we have Google. Now you even have ChatGPT. Find out what the most legitimate casting websites are, and those are the ones you want to be a member of. I use Actors Access and Casting Networks. Now, there are a number of other ones out there. Investigate those. Find out if they may be right for you. But again, be careful. Don't pay for audition information. There's a lot out there that are illegitimate. There are a lot of services out there that want you to pay to be an extra. You don't want to get involved with any of that. You want to go, especially when you're new, you want to get on a casting website and you want to apply for student films. You want to apply for non-union films. You want to apply for short films, maybe director's reels. So yes, casting networks are important and they're a great service for new actors. So I do recommend it. I do recommend that you investigate them and that you become a member of one of these services. Maybe just start out with one. I would say start out with Actors Access. Get your pictures up there. Maybe if you have any samples of work that you've done, get that up there. If you have any voiceover, get that up there and start reading. There's a lot of great information on these sites and you can find that information and it will help you to move forward in your career. And also check out my YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of great information there. Look in the description below and you'll see information for new actors. You'll see information for actors who are struggling. You'll see information for actors who, you know, are on the borderline. Should I keep doing this? Because I've been in this business for over 35 years. So I have a lot of information, and I pride myself in giving out good, real information to you without sugarcoating it. So again, actors' websites, casting sites are important. Look into them. Being on multiple casting sites is another advantage that I always tell actors as they start moving forward in their career, because it gives you a wider net. You cast a wider net. You find out projects that may not be on each different site. So going to the different sites, looking around, finding out what's available, and then finding out if it's something that you maybe want to be involved with, something you may want to submit to. I always recommend too, when you find the project and you see who the writer, the director, the producer, look these people up. See if they've done any other projects. You want to do your research. You always want to do your research to be safe, to find out if they can do the quality of work that's going to be valuable to you, especially if you're working for deferred pay or no pay. You may be a brand new actor and you need some video for your reel, and you may want to do a project for a student film. You may want to do a project for a non-union, you know, someone who's doing a short or a director's reel. Look to see who the people are, look them up on Google and see if they have some kind of website or some kind of samples of work they've done in the past. And don't feel shy to reach out to them if you're interested in their project. Find out what the project is, you know, what their plans are, and see if they're open to talking about that. So it's not just a one-way street. If there's something that you want to work on, you can feel free to reach out to them too, especially if it's a non-union short film or it's a non-union director's reel or something like that. Feel free to ask your questions. Don't think because you're an actor, you don't have that much experience, you can't reach out and find out what the project is about, see if it's a project you want to be involved in, and follow up. Some people love to talk about their projects. Some may not be willing to talk about it, but it's on you to reach out and make sure the project that you're casting, you're submitting to, is something that you do want to work on. Submitting yourself to announcements for projects on online casting site is a way, as a new person, to help you take control of your career. You're not just sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. You're not just sitting around, if you're lucky enough to have an agent, you're not just sitting around waiting for the agent to submit you to bigger projects, because the agent is going to only be submitting you to projects where there's potential pay, because that's how the agent or your manager makes money. They're rarely going to be submitting you to projects that are no pay, that potentially could help you gain experience that you do need. So you need to take your career in your own hands and find projects that may help you. Build up your reel of samples so that you can show that to casting people. You can show that to directors. You can show that to producers. You can show your talent. Again, I always talk about shooting projects on your own. Sometimes on these projects that you find on casting sites, you may meet a network of people who you can work with. You know, you may have resources. You may find out the project they're working on, and you may contact them and find out what they're in need of. You know, you can make deals with people about collaborations. So that's one way that I did in the past. I find a lot of people to work with because I enjoy collaborating on projects with other producers. And I've met a lot through casting projects. I've met a lot through projects I worked on initially. I would work on their project as an actor, you know, and even from time to time now, as a union SAG actor, sometimes I'll work on projects that are SAG deferred pay, that are smaller budget projects, that are shorts, and student films that have interesting roles, just to keep myself fresh, just to keep my talent sharp, get new material for my reel. So you, as a new actor, you need to have that same mindset, that don't sit and wait for the only projects you want to work in is a A-list film, you know, because that is sometimes unrealistic. You need to have a track record to show what you can do, to show your talent, to show your ability. And the only way you get that when you're brand new is by working on other people's projects. And it may be for free. So understand that at the beginning of your career, you will have to do free work, but you want to make sure that that free work you're doing is something that will be completed. It's something that will be up to industry standard quality, because nowadays the quality level has risen really high, even on student films and independent projects. So if you're spending your valuable time as an actor, acting, learning lines, rehearsing, studying, you want to make sure that the final project will look acceptable, presentable, have good sound, have good lighting, something that you're happy to show and that represents your work and your talent. Because you don't want to spend a lot of time working on a project and then you're ashamed of it because you can't show it because the sound is bad, the camera work was terrible. There are a lot of different reasons. So that's why I said earlier, if you have the opportunity to find out who the people are creating this project, feel free to reach out to them. See if they're open to answering your questions, to find out, what they're shooting on. What type of equipment are they shooting? Do they have experience? Have they done this before? See if they're willing to talk. And sometimes when they're not willing to talk, that could be a red flag. So one thing I want you to be aware of as an actor too, when you do independent productions, student films, non-union films, for copies, you need to make sure you have a way to track people down so that they will give you the footage. I can't even imagine or begin to remember all the projects that I've done when I was young that were never finished. And people promised to give me footage that I could use on my reel. And then they never fulfilled that promise. About a year ago, I got footage that I did for an independent feature film with a pretty good sized role in it that would have helped me 30 years ago. But now I'm 30 years older and I found the footage online somewhere and I was able to get a copy of it. It was great to see it. Gave me a nice little smile. I showed it to a few family and friends, but I needed that footage 30 years ago to put on my reel to show samples of my work. So don't let that happen to you. Get contact information, get emails, get phone numbers, and get them in advance while you're on the set, even before you're on the set, before things potentially go bad, so that you can reach out to these people and get copy footage that you've done. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do participate in these casting websites, find out who is in charge of the project so that later, when you need to get a copy of your footage, you're able to reach out to them. And a red flag are any casting sites that are asking you to pay up front, that are asking you to pay a service fee, that are asking you to pay a membership. You shouldn't really have to pay for casting information. That is not fair because there's no guarantee that you're going to get cast. There's no guarantee you're going to get an audition. Most of those, and I can confidently say, if they're requesting money from you to pay up front, it's scam. Stay away from it because there are many casting sites, like I mentioned. Start with Actors Access, where you can start a profile for free. You can see the casting announcements. You can start submitting. And then if you want to submit more, then you join as a member. But you can submit free. You can see the casting announcements for free. Same thing with Backstage. I think Backstage does require you to pay to become a member before you start submitting. But at least you can see if there are work that fits your type, if it feels that it's something you may want to try out, and you can try it for month to month. So don't go to these unknown casting sites. Again, do your research. Use ChatGPT, use Google, find out what are the highly recommended sites for casting sites for actors. And those are the ones you want to belong to. Different parts of the country have some regional casting sites. Like I was in Georgia 2 years ago, and they had a couple of sites that I hadn't heard of that were popular in that area. And I found that out from my agent. So find that out, do the research, talk to fellow actors, find out what sites are real, what sites are fake, and what sites don't require you to try to separate you from your money. Be careful, do your research, and get involved with the casting sites. Also, networking with other actors is really important. That's one weak area I had when I started out. You need to find other actors in your area and network with them. Now you have Facebook groups. You can find Facebook groups. And some of those groups have in-person meetings where you can meet other actors. You can give information to them. They can give information to you. Build up a good reputation. You can start online by answering suggestions, answering questions for other people. If you can give them advice, go ahead, give them some advice. If it's good advice, find out how you can be helpful. And then if you need help, you can reach out and ask for help. Ask for people's suggestions on casting sites that are good. Ask for people's suggestions on agents that are good, that are managers that are good. Find out where you can learn about student projects who are casting, student projects who are in production. So those Facebook groups, some are good, especially ones that are local in your area. I would recommend that you get involved with those. Those are almost like online casting sites too. A lot of people put their projects they're casting on those sites, and it's not a formal casting site, but that's how people find out what others are doing. They may be doing a short film. They may be shooting some scenes. They may be shooting scenes just for their demo reel. That's another way you can participate and build a reputation with other actors and actresses. Don't feel isolated that you have to do this all. Reach out, become a friend, offer advice, offer suggestions, offer support, and you will receive the same in kind. Building a network of fellow actors is a great way to find projects. It's a great way to network and work together with other people who are on the same path you're on. So don't feel that you have to do this alone. Find a group, become involved. Stay up to date. Get online, do your searches, find out about new casting sites that have come out. See if you know people that have maybe using it. Again, Facebook groups, again, actors groups. Find out about who's doing what. Read the trade papers. Read the online trade papers. Local, there are a lot of local productions. Even most cities have a film commission, and they update their website constantly about what projects are shooting in town. Feel free to look up the casting people. Feel free to reach out to them. Don't drive crazy, but a short little email may be nice to reach out. Tell them you're an actor. Tell them you live in that town. Tell them you're interested in finding out more about the production. If they may be interested in casting someone of your type. It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt, especially when the production is in your area. It's in your own town. So look at your local film commission. Their website usually has a lot of information there about a local productions, maybe the town over, maybe the city over or the state over. So get in touch, stay connected, find people, join a group, share information. Don't just have a one-way street where you're only looking for information. Share information that you may have, tips you may have, or productions you may know about. And hopefully other people in the group will share with you. Again, these Facebook groups are a good starting point. There's other places that have that also. Look at YouTube videos about acting and about training and about networking, and look down in the comments. You may see people making comments, people sharing information, and you share your information there too. So stay connected. Don't feel isolated. You don't have to do this alone. You can build a small group on your own of actors in your town and rehearse scenes and share information about casting sites. So again, casting sites are important, but then there's always a way to do it offline too. But be a part of these casting sites, and they are important, but be careful. Craigslist has projects on there too, but you have to be very careful because a lot of stuff on Craigslist, unfortunately, is a scam. They're trying to separate you from your money. So be careful. Don't fall victim. Don't let your desire to make it in this business make you the perfect victim. Stay with the traditional, proven casting sites and find out what they are. Find fellow actors, find acting schools, reach out to them. They have great information for you there too. So if you're brand new, find that information online, find it at your local community theater. Maybe you have a junior college in your area who has an acting department. Go knock on the door and ask the professor for some advice. Ask the fellow students for some advice. Do your due diligence. Be careful out there. but also use the casting sites and network. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, great. All right, so that worked. I'm going to look at the time right now. I'm going to turn off this mic. So I got that done. And you see I had if you were watching, I had a couple of a few false starts, and that's just natural. Most of the time when I do these, I know what my topic is, and I know my topic, so I have talking points, and I use those talking points to go through the whole topic of the video. And it's more off, as far as they say, real or authentic, however you want to say it, when I do it that way, because I'm talking about what I know. I'm talking about my experiences. I'm telling you the truth based on my experiences, based on the past of the things I've done. And so I just need to always have, like I said, the talking points so I don't get too far off field and start talking about something else, which I have a tendency to do. That's just me. But I always want to give you good information when I make these videos and focus it in so that when I tell you what the video is about and you go to watch the video, that's what you see. So that's one of the areas why I love to work off of talking points, because it keeps me on track, keeps me in line to give you the information in the most concise manner. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to go ahead and download the footage from the HVX so that when I get home, I can edit that. So I'm going to put you in the back there so you can see what I'm doing. Let's move the camera to the back, and then I'm going to grab the HVX. Okay, so you should be able to see me from there. I'm going to turn off the HVX right now, and I'm going to take it off the tripod, and I'm going to bring it over here to the desk, and I can download that footage. Sit it right here. And I'm going to also download the footage from this audio so that when I go pull it out, I'll have it. Put this microphone away. Okay, so I cable for the HVX. I can pull out the P2 content. Here it is. I keep everything pretty organized. That's one little secret that I have. I try to keep everything organized. I think I could bring you guys a little bit closer. Let's say, not much, but. Okay, let's see, how's that? Yeah, that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move this out of the way. Put this up here. I'm going to connect the HVX to the laptop, and then that way I can move that footage over. I'm going to put this here too, so I can remember to do that in a moment. I'm not going to put it on here and put that in the folder here. So we're going to connect the HVX. Okay. And then I'm going to plug that in over here on a USB. Okay. Then I'm going to turn this on, monitor, so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to turn it down to where it says PC. So I put it in PC mode, and it's connected. You heard that nod, that little beep. So what I'm going to do I'm going to minimize this. And I'm going to open another window, which will give me access to all the drives on the, I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to call it, put this in the unedited file. So this is going to be called, create a new folder. It says casting sites and B-roll. So this is going to be B-roll, orange spaces, B-roll day 3. So that file's got a long name. So I'm going to grab this content and I'm going to drag that in here. Drag that into here. And it's going to transfer. There we go. So that's going to transfer there. So I'm going to let that transfer. That's transferring the content. That's transferring the content into the folder that's transferring the content into the folder that I just shot. That video you just saw me shoot over there about working with casting sites for actors. So what I'm going to do too, is put this here, and I'm going to because next I'm going to transfer the footage off of the F2, which is the footage I used for that scene also. I recorded double system sound. So that's going to go back here too. And that's going to go in here when I'm ready. I'm not going to do it right now. I normally don't transfer 2 at a time. So it doesn't get messed up. But this shot is pretty wide. Oh yeah, you can still see me and you can see the shot. I move up a little bit closer. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to check. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to check how long I've been here. This is about another hour and 20 minutes. And so after this, I might have got to my 3 or 4 hours. So that was 140. So that's transferring. So I need to go over, I need to go really like 20 minutes there. I need to go like 2 hours, a little over 2 hours and 20 minutes. So if I had 2 here, 3, I'd be getting close to 4 hours. The stream was broken in half. It failed halfway through. I don't know why. This was a weak signal, but it's transferring. It seems to be pretty strong now. So this is going to take about 12 minutes, to transfer this footage over. And once that's transferred over, I will bring that footage into a new, into the project file for unedited. And that way I'll be able to cut it tomorrow. Well, maybe this evening, because I haven't cut anything completely down here. I've been able to organize stuff, but I've been able to shoot 2 things. So I'm getting more acting content up, which is good. I'll put a little bit more B-roll in this about casting sites, grab a few images offline of some of the casting sites, maybe, casting and notices, and I create some with ChatGPT. I wasn't able to get that up and running. I thought I could, but I wasn't able to get that monitor up and running. I don't know why. I still can't figure it out. Maybe I'll look at it. Maybe I'll revisit it one more time and see what I did wrong. Can't understand why it won't work. Only thing I can think of, it could be the cable. Mhm. Okay. Kind of weird. All right, so I'm almost done. It's about 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left on this transfer of the P2 content that I shot today. I'm going to transfer that over. Uh, Actually, it's transferring over. I'm going to open it and check it to make sure everything looks good. And then once that's done, then I'm going to transfer over the audio. And then I'll be basically done for the day. I usually shoot 3 or 4 hours down here. Today is pretty, it's not that packed today. Uh, so I'll be back tomorrow to shoot down here. And then I'll come back again next week. It was a good experience, good experiment. Didn't know what to expect. So I got some interesting footage. I'll be able to make some content out of it. I will shoot down here, and then I will come back again once I have more planning about what I'm going to shoot, as far as having some scripts, some actors. Let me check my email. So I got about 3 minutes left on this. Let me move you guys a little bit closer. So I'm still here and I'm transferring the footage over. Went well. The shoot went well. I had a couple of a little rough start. That happens sometimes. And you saw some of the behind the scenes of that. Kind of funny. Let's see what I'm looking for. Oh, trying to get this open. Oh, there we go. So I'm still down here at Orange Door Spaces, and it's located here in Redondo Beach, California. You can look them up online, and you can see what the locations look like here. They have a bunch of shooting locations. Worked out well. I shot something today. I shot something yesterday. I'm doing this live streaming event, publicity stunt, trying to get more people to be aware of my content and come and subscribe to my channel, come and look at my content. So it was an idea I had. Once I saw this place, I hadn't heard of it before. And so I decided to come down here, give it a little shot and see if it would help me build up my viewership. I think the main thing, when I really think about it, the main thing that I need to do is create more engaging content. I need to think of some type of continuous series that I can make. And it's potential I can shoot something here. I know what's here now, so I'm gonna think of some more ideas. I'm gonna walk around. Maybe today I'll walk around and show you guys the place and try to think of some more potential content that I can shoot here to give myself some ideas. So I'm gonna do that too before I leave today. Walk around and show you the sets that are available. And maybe I can think of something that I'm gonna shoot maybe next week or, you know, the next time I come back. I'm going to continue to do the live stream that I'm doing right now. That was my original plan. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to be here until the 8th. Most likely I'm going to be here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and come down here, do some editing, create some content for Acting Up. Those are the ones that have been getting the most views. Those are the ones that you as the audience are finding more helpful and valuable. So those are the ones I'm going to keep making while I'm here. And then when I get back to my normal studio, we'll continue to make those. We'll also make some other acting content. I haven't really made much directing content yet, but I have made some editing content. That was my original plan here. But the editing content, I did some organizing of a feature film that I'm about to start editing. Actually, I've started editing it. I still have some more material to get in, but I'm just going to start editing the scenes that I do have. So that's something that is a plan of mine. I'm trying to figure out what else I could do, spin off some of my content I have here with live streaming. You know, if I can think of some people that I can interview, I can bring some people down for some live stream interviews, which would be interesting. And again, this was an experiment of mine, doing these live streams here at the mall down in the South Bay Galleria. It's in Redondo Beach, the South Bay Galleria in Redondo Beach. And there's a space here called Orange Door Spaces, and it's for content creators. And I find it very interesting. That's what made me jump on board and say, okay, yeah, let me give this a try. I was thinking of something different to do to break up working at my home office for the past year. This really broke it up. The only downside for it is the trip. Here in Los Angeles, the traffic is a nightmare. I live in Pasadena, and this is Redondo Beach. So it's really not that far. It's not even 30 miles. But with the traffic, it still takes about an hour to get here. And the trip home could take a little bit over an hour. So I've always been doing everything I can to avoid these California highways. And most of my work, I work from home and I work at my own hours. So, you know, that's the beauty of it. This gave me something different to do to expand on what I'm working on here on YouTube and to expand my reach out to other people and potentially network with other people. But this mall is pretty low key. And again, it's not just this mall. Malls all over the country are feeling the same hit with the internet taking over everything. That's why this space here, Orange Door Space, is such a good idea. There's available spaces like this all over the country. And this could be an idea that could spread. So I really like this idea. And YouTube content creation and content creation for other channels, we always need, as content creators, we always need places to shoot, locations. And I'm, like I said, I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to walk around a little bit with the camera and show you what's around here. Oh, it's finished. Good. So let's check it. So I put it in a folder called Casting Sites, B-roll and B-roll. Casting Sites and B-roll, orange spaces. So that's on my newest drive. So what I'm going to do now is download the audio, turn that on. When that pops up, and this I can turn off. Oops, don't mess it. Be careful. Be careful, fool. I'm messing around with my jack here. Okay. This audio was from today, which is the 13th, right? Yeah. Here it is right here. That's the great thing about the Zoom. It's all dated. I keep it up to date because I use it a lot. So I'm going to put that audio in here. Okay. Put this camera away while I'm waiting. So tomorrow I can dump the footage off of here. I can put the cord away now. All right. So that appears to have worked. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to close all of this. I'm going to put all of this away, which is the F2. Pack that away. I did another video here, which is good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is check this out. Let's put this away. So I was able to transfer the footage from the P2 card to the hard drive. And that way, I'll have all that footage ready to go. When I go home, I could do some editing on that. So I want to check that footage now. Let me see if I got any messages. Nope. Okay, so that's good. Let's see where we are here. Okay. So that's good. Got some views going here. I'm going to close this down because I won't be using that. Open that back up. Well, actually, I don't want to open it that wide because this monitor extends too far. Okay, so let's see what this footage looks like here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm about to check some footage. I'm down here at Orange Door Spaces in Redondo Beach, California. You can go to their website. Great shooting locations for content creators. I discovered it last week. This is my third day. I'm planning on coming down tomorrow, and then I'll start another week next week. So I might make some changes here. I'll think about it over the weekend about what my game plan is going to be. I'm still going to be streaming live, but I might try to bring some other content creator down and work on some projects or tape some projects. I have this beautiful location available to me. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough after I check this to let you have a look. Oh, should be an unedited. Title this folder. It's going to be 51 casting sites. 51. So that's what I talked about in that episode. What I'm going to do is bring this in here. I'm going to clean it up, open it up a little bit. I'm going to lock this, lock that. And all I need to remove is the video. and the audio. Okay. So I'm gonna bring in a new one. There we go. That's all the B-roll. Oh, great.
See who the people are, look them up. It's on Google and extra. You don't want to get involved with any of that.
Oh,
You want to go collaborate collaborating on projects with other producers. And I've met a lot through casting projects. I've met a lot through projects I worked on initially. I would work on their project as an actor, and even from time to time now, as a union SAG actor, sometimes I'll work on projects that are
Okay, so that worked out good. That's good. There we go.
connected. Find people, join a group, share information. Don't just have a one-way street where you're only looking for information. Share information that you may have, tips you may have, or productions you may know about. And hopefully other people in the group will share with you. Again, these Facebook groups are a good starting point. There's other places that have that also. Look on at YouTube videos about acting and about training and about networking, and look down in the comments. You may see people making comments, people sharing information, and you should film, because that is sometimes unrealistic. You need to have a track record to show what you can do, to show your talent, to show your ability. And the only way you get that when you're brand new is by working on other people's projects. And it may be for free. So understand that at the beginning of your career.
That's nice. I got that ready to go. I'm gonna shut this down actually. Okay. So I'm gonna take that a loose. I'm gonna take this a loose. I'm gonna take this a loose. I'm gonna do the live stream. So I'm gonna take this off. Let's take this off of here and walk around. So what I'm going to do is just walk around a little bit and show you some of the other locations in here. So this is the front area. Has a bunch of orange door spaces. It has a bunch of sets like couches here. I'm thinking about using this area right here for that game show I wanted to do. It's a great location here, and couples here, couples here, couples here. I can be the host. I can stand up here. This is a nice area over here also that could potentially be that. That's the front door area. There's a nice little desk and stuff right here that you can see. That looks good. Let's see, over here, some more couch area that could potentially be good. There's a pool table right here that looks nice. They even have more sets upstairs. Bunch of different sets here. Little coffee tables here. And I see a lot of potential ideas that I can use on different visits that I will work on. All the way back here, more little set areas that you can use. A little office set right here, which looks nice. Little table here, another couch, more chairs and a table over here. This area is nice over here too. This might be nice for the game show area. There's even a little workshop area over here that I like that could potentially be used. So there's a lot of spaces here that are very useful, and I think are going to make a great potential locations for me to shoot in. I like this big couch area right here. Ping pong table over there in the corner in the back. This register area, name of the place again, Orange Door Spaces, Redondo Beach, California. You can go to their website. These chairs over here, this area, like a little art exhibit, which I really like. Just so much potential scenes that can be shot here. I love this. And again, there's more spaces, even more upstairs. So it's just so many possibilities. Over here, they even have a kitchen area where you can have lunch. The restrooms are back here. I love this little area over here. This might even work for my game show too. It's tucked away in a little corner. I like that. I'm gonna have to get some volunteers and do this this game show. I could even do it with a pilot with a small amount of couples. That's something that I really think I need to do because this location it's so open to that, and I have to speak with the owner about pivoting my. What I probably will do is just stick with my live stream stuff I'm doing now and talk to him about another date next month, because finding the people are going to be the most difficult part. I'm going to have to find 3 couples that will do it, number one, and do this as a pilot. Or, maybe I can pivot my game show idea, but there's so many location availability for me here. I'm going to walk upstairs. I'll show you in here in the kitchen in the conference room. This is the kitchen area. Really nice. Restrooms are back there in the back. Have some coffee over here. Have some little refrigerators. Nice little station right here. A little bit of candy here. Let me grab a little piece of candy for the road. What do we have here? Grab something here real quick. There's some conference rooms back here. Let's take a little peek upstairs. I like this couch area over here too. I have a green screen up here, which is nice, next to the elevator. And can shoot some stuff back here. More couches up here. Just so many possibilities. There's a lounge area. And this little area is over here. Very nice. So as you can see, there's a lot of possibilities here. I just need to get my mind around a winning idea that will attract more viewers to my channel. I know it's something humorous. I know that. I know it's something that is open to a lot of people and something that's involved with acting, directing, or editing. So I will figure it out. I know I will. I always come up with ideas. This vertical live stream, so far, these first 3 days, it's only been okay. It hasn't attracted as much attention as I thought it would, but I still think it was worth a try. I'm glad I did it. I was planning on going to shoot something back on the East Coast, but that would have been a little bit out of my budget. This was still within my advertising budget. And just being here is opening my eyes to other possibilities. So what I might do too is think of some other ideas that are simpler to shoot and do those while I'm here. I need to find some actors to collaborate with so I can bring them down and do some content down here, some humorous content for the channel. So thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow. I was here close to 4 hours. I like to stay 4 hours live streaming every day. Don't want to really go over that. What happened this morning was my stream broke. I don't know why. I was having some problems with the connection and my stream broke. And so I had to restart a second stream. So when you look in the live stream replays, you'll see day 3, and then you'll see day 3A part 2. So that was broken into 2 parts. So wasn't a big deal. But again, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll do more of this live stream. And I want to thank all of you for watching. And I'm going to cut this documentary out of this. I don't know, maybe it'll be only one episode or maybe 2 or 3 episodes of this idea and see if this idea was worth it. So I still have some time on it. Tomorrow will be my last day for this week. And then I'll come back again on Monday and do some more editing and live streaming from down here at Orange Door Spaces in Redondo Beach. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.